Hello, and we are back for MSQuals Group A Round 1. MegumixBear
versus AyeMeng.
That's right. And Game 2, we are in you.
Did you mean to say it that way?
Oh, I did.
Alright.
You bet I did. I meant every word of that. So MegumixBear spawning in the upper left here on Shakuris, and AyeMeng in the bottom right. These are the MLG maps, by the way. That's what the tournament administrators decided on, that they would play MLG rotation.
I think it was probably a good call. From what I've seen of the recent pro matches using these maps, they tend to be a bit more exciting, a little bit more fun. Not going to say cheese-proof, but not quite as cheese-rewarding.
Yeah, and that goes for the GSL maps as well. These just have some minor tweaks about spawn positions and such. The GSL maps, I think they went the more drastic route by making their own huge, huge maps and placing neutral structures and all that jazz. And MegumixX going with the warp gate. AyeMeng follows with his own warp gate. We'll pull up production so you can watch that at home.
Now, this is kind of exactly what we saw in the first game.
It's kind of PvP, which is exactly most games.
No, I meant specifically that AyeMeng is just a few seconds behind on his gateway placement.
Now I see what you mean. Yeah, that's
in the last game. Both players attempted to warp gate one another, but AyeMeng was behind on his first gate, his warp gate tech, and actually pretty far behind on his fourth and final gateway getting up and running.
Yeah, it was pretty clear that Megumi has this timing down. I mean, he knows his build. He's done this build over and over and over, and he's got it down to a science there. He gets it faster than any other Protoss we've seen. So,
and timing can be pretty finicky with any build against any matchup, but it's really, really easy to spot just how much it hurts you if you're behind when you're defending a 4 warp gate with a 4 warp gate.
Yep, it's really easy to see the difference in that case. So easy. Anyhow, they're going to chase each other around the base a little bit. Cyber cores finishing up.
This time AyeMeng has his warp gate take a little ahead.
Faster on the cyber core. Has his second warp gate getting built. Megumi has opted not to build that second warp gate yet. Although it seems like he just warps them all at the same time, and he wanted to get that probe out.
Yeah, well, I thought that, I mean, it looks like they're both saving up Chrono Boost to push Warp Gate out, which is the norm, but I was pretty sure that Chrono Boosting all the way through a Warp Gate reduced its upgrade to its build time to almost exactly what it was to get a gateway.
I don't know that number. Ooh,
I thought
AyeMeng going for broke on this probe. Oh! Megumi reinforces with a Zealot and murders it. Oh, just completely takes that battle of probe versus probe and Zealot and Stalker.
And
goes
it looks
for
like
it again. Oh.
And the Stalker gets to have
just
some
being
fun.
Really ballsy with these probes here.
Well, he set up a pylon on the low ground next to his expansion. He was probably wanting to put something up a little bit higher so he could warp up.
Yeah, well, he wanted
or just hide his probe.
He wanted to hide the probe and get the vision, but he did not succeed. Not at all. So 3 gates now for Megumi, and he is still chrono boosting despite warp gate being finished. And 4 for our friend AyeMeng. Unit count, Megumi is up 2 probes.
It looks like we got some actioning happening on the ramp here.
And yeah, AyeMeng is going to jump up this ramp, but running up a ramp in PvP is really difficult to pull off. Looks like he's in one control group there and gets the Stalkers mixed up a little bit.
Oh, intercepts the probe.
Yep. But reinforcements coming in for AyeMeng, and he should be able to take out most of those units.
Unfortunately for him, he's about to reinforce and get up to 5 Stalkers. in defense here. So Megumi X.
Yeah, there's plenty at the top of the ramp for Megumi X here. Plus he has the top of the ramp advantage, which is always super key. So 2 Zealots coming in for AyeMeng. More Stalkers reinforcing for Megumi from the middle of the map. Gets a flank on there, nice crescent, and AyeMeng doesn't really have a shot of getting out of this right now. The sentry
he's
is
going to
nice,
lose the
but
sentry.
Not enough.
It is
You could throw
too
Guardian,
slow.
Guardian Shield? Anyone?
It'd be
No?
a waste
Don't
of
do it?
energy. I'd say a force field to
didn't
slow
lose
him
it.
down.
He didn't lose it.
He should have lost it.
You lose.
He should have lost it.
Fail.
Stalkers outrun sentries,
prediction.
and they're incredibly valuable
Fail
targets.
prediction.
Well, heck, he should have lost everything.
Yeah, but didn't.
I realize that.
You know what? You tell Megumi that to his face and see how he feels about it. You come away from that.
He could probably watch the stream.
I don't know if he watched the stream. He might watch the stream.
Well, he should. This is valuable information we're giving here.
Yeah.
Alright.
So AyeMeng's taking down his rocks. Go back to production, in which not much is being produced.
He's got to be
Supply
careful.
lock?
He wants that sentry
quite, but
next to
close.
his ramp. He's
Yeah.
really going to want that. Oh, never mind.
This is where he dies, I think. I think this is the end of the game, because that's a lot of Stalkers against a bunch of Zealots and 2 sentries. And 2 sentries is not
Get
enough.
sniped.
Like that force field, good thought, but not actually going to make a difference in this game. So those Zealots will get kited for all day, and probably most of tomorrow,
Yep.
at which point the game will end.
He's pulling off
GG.
all of the probes.
GG everybody. And that's it. Megumi being a juggernaut
Yes.
in Group A, just rolling through his opponents, really. Like, I feel bad for everyone else.
Yeah, that was just kind of... Ouch.
Kind of ouch. I agree. That was definitely kind of ouch. So, that wraps up that series. Throw in a placeholder so no one knows what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Good night.
Well played, Megumi.
Yep.